Okay, this is the Shadow Ranger, and I'm here to talk about Turning Point. Overall, it was a nice pay-per-view. No really big complaints about anything that happened. But I watched the show and I enjoyed what I saw. So let's go down the card. X Division title: Jay Lethal versus Robbie E. Well, all the people who want to hate on Robbie E, at least now you have something to work with. I thought the match was okay. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time watching it. I thought maybe it was a bit too soon to put the belt on Robbie E, but keeping in mind, as someone else I heard pointed this out, they did spend 15 grand bringing in a celebrity to help get this guy over. So after thinking about that, it probably should have been obvious that he was going to win, and I didn't even think about that enough. They spent 15 G's to help get this guy over, and I think he's done okay. The Impact Zone wants to hate on this guy for some reason, and for the life of me, I still don't understand why everybody wants to hate on it. I'm reading some responses on Twitter, people saying that this was bullshit, that the X Division died tonight. I'm like, what? A heel cheated and won the belt. That's what heels do. It's wrestling. They cheat and win belts. Now the baby faces go after him, and one of them gets the belt back. That's what happens. Maybe it'll be Jay Lethal. Maybe they'll go with a different baby face. I mean, people lighten up. But at least the people who want to call Robbie E shit, still for no good reason, at least now you have a pay-per-view match you can use to make a judgment on. I saw the match. I thought the match was decent. I don't have any complaints. Hey, plus I got to see Becky Bayless. That's always nice. Mickie James versus Tara. The match really doesn't matter. The story here was the brawl. They took it out in the ring. The ref was trying to give him some leeway, tell him to go back, till one of them hit him. He called for the bell, and these two women just beat the crap out of each other all over the Impact Zone. I mean, they had security taking them apart, and I thought this was the best way to end this match. I thought it would have hurt Mickie to lose this match, but I also feel it would have hurt Tara to lose this match. God, I can't speak for some reason. They actually brought some more later in the night, and they got the double team of Madison and Tara being down Mickie. All in all, I think this was a great way to do it. I hope the Mickie-Tara feud continues and someone else goes after the Madison for the title right now. I mean, I think you got some good stuff in a non-title feud with Mickie and Madison. Just as Mickie has to get through Mickie and Tara. You have a good feud going with Mickie and Tara, and Mickie has to get through Tara to get to Madison. And I would like to see someone else come in and feud with Madison for a little while over the belt. I make it known the person I want that to be is Taylor Wilde. I want Taylor Wilde to get that belt back. I've already booked her a 7-month title reign, and she is my favorite knockout. I want to see her there. I'm hoping Daphne gets well soon and can come back too. But anyway, Mickie Tara, I think it ended the way it should have ended. They got a lot of heat. The crowd loved it. They brawled. I want to see more of this. Team 3D versus the Machine Guns for the tag team titles. I mentioned before that some people had this weird idea in their heads. I heard more than one person say. Actually, a lot of people were saying on Twitter that they were tweeting Dixie saying, it's predictable. We all know they're gonna turn heel. It's not even a question. And guess what? All you losers were wrong. All you fucking marks, you fucking internet marks. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say marks. We're all marks. I'm a mark and I love it too. I mean all of you smarks. Fucking internet smarks who think you know everything. Hey, well guess what, all you smarks? They didn't turn heel. They didn't turn heel. Matter of fact, the Guns, I think it was Sabin, kicked out of a 3D, and the Guns beat Team 3D clean. Alright? Hopefully that's the end of it. I saw the preview for Impact. Says that Team 3D says their goodbye to the Impact Zone. I have this feeling that a heel team, maybe Beer Money or Jim Nee, may come out and try to attack the Tag Team 3D, and that keeps them around for a while. But maybe it won't. Maybe they really are retiring, and this will be it. But all in all, the match was good. I enjoyed it. Had fun watching it. We'll probably watch it one more time. Gunn still the tag champs. I think everything went the way it was supposed to go. Tommy Dreamer or Rob Van Dam. I said before, this was like pretty much the only match that I really didn't care about seeing. Rob Van Dam won. I don't really care. Tommy Dreamer got hurt in the match. Is supposed to be going to be going to the hospital. Hope he's not hurt though. Tag match. Fortune versus EV2. Now, they clarified that the stipulation was changed. Originally, the stipulation was that the winning team gets to fire a member of the losing team. But they changed it to it's only a member of Fortune gets fired if they lose. Which makes sense since Fortune is all buddy-buddy with Immortal and the new regime. That makes sense. That's something they would do. Not a whole lot I really want to talk about this match. Fortune won and Sabu was fired. That's about all you need to know. Again, it's EV2. I don't really give a crap about EV2. So anything they're in, you probably won't hear me talk much about it. I have no interest in EV2. So, but Fortune wins. Sabu's fired. No complaints. Lumberjack match, the Pope versus Abyss, and the Pope has brought his congregation, including his own brother. Match was good. Pope looked good. Looked like Pope was gonna win, but the congregation turned on the Pope, including his own brother. As it turns out, Eric Bischoff paid them all off to turn on him. Didn't see that coming. And I guarantee you no one else did. And I know what the TNA bashers are going to say. I've already heard them saying, well, yeah, it was unpredictable because he was there. This how he coming. We paid your people off. Money talks. Bullshit walks. I paid them all off. And I know just because anytime TNA does something that the smarks didn't see coming, they just say it was stupid. That's what amazes me. If they do something that if you predict it, you bitch about it being predictable. When you don't see it coming, you call it dumb. Please tell me something surprising that isn't dumb that you wouldn't call dumb. Anyway, I'm not getting off into my hatred of TNA bashers. Let's just move on. Jeff Jarrett Samoa Joe went how I pretty much thought it was going to be. I gotta be honest, I thought Abyss was going to lose, but I guess they decided to go with all the Immortal groups and win in the night. Makes sense since it's their first pay-per-view of them taking control. Jarrett and Joe, they're both good wrestlers. They're both good in the ring. They put on a very decent match. Ref bump Gunner and Murphy come in to attack Joe. Broads enough to choke Joe out with the nice stick, and Jarrett puts the rear naked choke on Joe and he wins. Everything Jeff Jarrett needed to do. I thought the match was booked perfectly. Jeff Jarrett's getting more heat than pretty much anybody in Immortal. With the amount of heat Jeff Jarrett's getting, hell, maybe they should have went with him as world. I could see them. Maybe they should have went with him as world champion because he's getting more heat than Jeff Hardy is. Although Jeff's doing really good, but who's getting booed the most is Jeff Jarrett, and I like what they're doing with Jarrett. I hope they continue with it. Jeff Hardy versus Matt Morgan. I wasn't expecting much from this since because of the last minute change. I don't think anybody really thought Matt Morgan was going to win. We were all pretty sure that Jeff was going to win this match, and he did. Oddly, he won cleanly too. Pretty clean. I mean, there was no. I don't recall there being a run-in. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me. Things I want to point out with this. They're now calling the twist of fate the twist of hate. I like it. Twist of hate. Hardy flips off the crowd a couple of times. He acts like a heel. Note something I want to point out that I wanted them to do, and I thought it was important. He did not have all his face paint on. His hair's not dyed. His face isn't painted. And I think it should stay that way. Also, I heard people complain about the fact that Jeff wasn't on Impact a whole lot leading up to this, that he was mainly doing promos. I actually think that's a good thing. I really think that while Jeff is champ, he should only wrestle on the pay-per-views. I would say keep him out of the ring as much as possible. And I'm going to tell you why. People... for the past year or so, everybody's been comparing wrestling to MMA, which I don't really see how you compare the two. One is a show, one is a legitimate sport. But one thing people always say is talking about why MMA does so well on pay-per-view when wrestling isn't so much. And they have all these weird theories about, they do pro wrestling better than pro wrestling. No, they don't. Mixed martial arts is a legitimate sport. The thing that they do is because you never know who's going to win, because it is a legit sport. The fact that wrestling is a show, it will always have an air of predictability. And the second thing is, the reason MMA does so well is because of scarcity. They promote their shows a lot, and you rarely get to see them. The thing is, the reason so many people will pay to see a Brock Lesnar fight is because Brock Lesnar doesn't fight every freaking week. How many fights does Brock... I'm not even an MMA fan. I don't even watch MMA, but I do know that fighters don't fight a lot. How many Brock Lesnar fights will there be this year? I mean, one of the reasons people aren't watching wrestling as much is because it's oversaturated. There's so much of it for free. Why does anyone need to pay? You get 6 free... I mean, just let me just run through how much wrestling I can watch on TV for free in a week. There's so much free wrestling, I don't even watch it all. 2 hours of Raw, 1 hour of NXT, 1 hour of Superstars, 2 hours of SmackDown, 2 hours of Impact, 1 hour of Reaction, 1 hour of ROH, and if you want to go online to find it on YouTube, you can watch an hour of Explosion. That's 11 free hours of wrestling I get to watch every week. I don't even watch it all. I don't watch SmackDown. I don't watch Superstars. I don't watch freaking ROH. I don't watch Reaction. How many free MMA fights do you get on TV each week? How many hours of free MMA fights are on TV every week? I guarantee you it ain't 10 or 11. And I think holding Jeff Hardy back, having him wrestle less, will actually work better in the long run. That is my theory. I think they should keep Jeff Hardy out of the ring. I think he should only wrestle on the pay-per-views when he's defending his title. I think they need to make the point, if you want to see Jeff Hardy, you better watch the damn pay-per-view, because that's the only time you getting him. You ain't getting him for free. I say Jeff, I say TNA should keep it going. I say Jeff do a promo on each week. And he should only wrestle on pay-per-views. Yeah, that should be his only match. You might see him smack a dude in the back of the head with a chair. That's about it. So, but that's a completely different rant for another day. And overall, turning point, I liked it. I'll give the show a B-. Wasn't bad. It wasn't freaking WrestleMania or nothing, but it's just a normal pay-per-view. And it's supposed to be. So, I enjoyed it. Screw all you haters. If you like my video, please subscribe. Pass it around so I can get some more subscribers. Thank you and have a nice day.